One, 71D. DDO. DDO, 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 whoa, whoa. DDO, DDO, whoa, whoa. Good shaped coin. That coin is in good shape, buddy. Alright, let's see. Bedtime, kiddo. 10:30. Currently searching the 1971 D for DDO, double die obverse. Alright, that is all the 71s from the second half of the box. We're going to move to the 1972 Philadelphia, which also has a DDO. In God We Trust on the obverse, strong doubling on In God We Trust, and strong notching on Liberty. Let's check it out. Okay, moving on to the 72 Denver. This, we're going to be looking for the no FG. No FG in the 72D. Wow. Wow. Jesus, criminy sakes. Here's another one. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of the Dublin. Lots of Dublin. Look at the stars. Stars are doubled. For Christ's sake. That's some Dublin for you. Christ almighty. Look at the Dublin. Wow. Alright, now we're moving on to the 73D. The 73D has three potential errors, varieties. There's the no F of the FG, the DDO, and the RPM. Okay, moving on to the 74D video. Okay, 1977 DDO, I believe. A DDO. 1977D. Let's see. Yes, is the DDO and the no F on the FG. So we're going to go DDO and then to the no F on the FG. Don't know, 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 Of course, the 77D on the silver planchet. Of course. But of course, no one can forget the silver planchet. Yeah. The silver planchet of destiny. Okay, next up, 1982D. Next up, 1982D. I'm sorry, 1982P. Is this a D? No, this is a P. 1982P is the no FG. 1982P with a no FG. Come on, don't be there. It's there. Boom. Boom shakalaka. He's on fire. Next up, 1983 Denver. 1983 Philadelphia with the no FG. I see a little bit of G there, but not really. We must look at the loop. We must loop it up. Let's loop it. Loop it. Loop it. Oh barely see it. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it just fine. Damn it. Damn it. No FG, maybe. Alright, we're on the 1989D, and this one's an RPM. The old RPM. The old RPM. Brought to you by Mistakes. The old RPM. And that concludes box 2. 4 silvers, a magic coin, and an absolute handful of DDRs. Crazy. Let's count them up real quick. Why not? So we've got 73, 73, 74, 72, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And of course, this bad boy right here. Yeah, buddy, I'm still here. Good evening. I took a break, had some dinner, did the dad thing. Now I'm back on the coin thing. Cracked open the new box here. There's a 2008 NIFC scratched up though. Catch and release on that bad boy. Now I'm chilling. You can't get boxes there. Ugh, that's so frustrating. You know what's really frustrating is I don't understand why half dollars have been restricted. That one boggles my mind. It's not like you walk into grocery stores and they're handing out half dollars now because of the coin shortage. It'd be cool if they were, but they're not. You feel like coming up on the panel and chatting, or you just chillaxing? Chillaxing and waxing. Hmm. There we go.
Hey,
Good evening.
evening, sir.
How was your din?
Delightful.
Excellent. Excellent. What'd you have?
Oh, we had a salad plus we had homemade pizza.
Salad and homemade pizza?
Yeah.
Excellent. We do that every Friday night.
Oh, my son-in-law has gone to chef school, and he makes us these like little 1 pound doughs.
Oh, nice.
We cut them in half, and then we let them out. Like he tells us to let them rise a little bit,
Sure.
and then we put the cheese and the sauce on it, and then when we pull it out, we put the ingredients on it. So that way it's more like a veggies and
Yeah.
I like my all meat one though. It's I'm a meat eater.
Sounds delicious. Yeah, my wife, I should say, started a sourdough start about
Hmm
3 months ago.
Oh, as they call it, the mother loaf.
Yes, the mother, exactly. Her name is Susan.
Uh
She's been named.
huh.
Anyway, we use it for starter for you can basically make anything out of sourdough starter that you could make out of any flour dough.
hmm
I was not aware of that. I was just thought sourdough was for sourdough bread, but we make sourdough pancakes, sourdough pizza dough. Anyway, all sorts of fantastic stuff. Sourdough cinnamon rolls.
I haven't tried that yet. Cinnamon
It's
rolls that are made
amazing.
out of sourdough.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
we're not very far from San Francisco,
Oh,
and
nice.
when we go over to
You're in Fresno,
the
right?
right, um, we're we go and get these sourdough breads. Or while we're there, we either have a bowl of sourdough clam chowder, or
Yeah.
we get what they call the sourdough mozzarella pizza. It's a loaf of bread, about I don't know, about probably 6 or 7 inches wide and about 3 or 4 inches tall. They take out the center, cut the top of it. They give us a spoon filled with clam chowders, and then we use the bread to dip it in the sauce.
Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing.
Well, we haven't missed one. Well, we go to San Francisco quite a bit, not since the last 2 years, but we used to go every summer and every spring, at least twice a month. So, like from March until June, we go twice a month.
And then, obviously, since the outbreak,
Right. Well, my mom, she's 89. She just turned 89 last month. Um, One of her workers tested positive for COVID, so now they're testing every person in her um, rest home. So
wow.
they cut us off. I
Yeah,
mean,
sure.
you can't afford to lose one old folk.
Ugh, the whole thing's a mess.
Well, today I heard 3,034 people died today.
Jeez.
That's more than the people that died during the World Trade Center, and the other one they compared it to was a bombing in Pearl Harbor.
My God.
Yeah.
That's just unbelievable. I never thought I'd see anything like this. I don't know why I thought that. I just did.
Well, we had the H1, was it N1H1? We had that. We had the Ebola in Africa.
Yeah.
Um, but I, from what I'm hearing, is that there might be more in the future,
More, what do you mean?
and
More variations of the strain?
or a whole new pandemic.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. Um, we've been doing a pretty good job of fortifying virus and bacterial immunity to, you know, medicines and antibiotics we put in all the meat and all the, the beef, the meat industry. Not that I'm against meat, but
Yeah. Well, it's same here. My dad and I, we raise cattle, so
wow. You guys raise cattle currently? Cherie Ward!
oh, she's
Hello,
here.
Cherie. Good evening, good morning. What you up to? You guys raise cattle, as in you currently raise cattle?
Not since my dad passed away, but we used to have. Well, my neighbor right now is putting his 35 head on my dad's little 5 acre parcel. But he feeds them hay, and We have blocks of salt, and we make sure they have certain antibiotics to make sure they don't get like um, Blackfoot,
Right.
heart disease, and things that are naturally occurring diseases that are just all common things. But all my dad's cattle, and we even raised chickens and hogs when we were kids, and we hardly ever went to the store. The only thing we went to the store for was like tools and cleaning supplies.
Sure.
Because my mom, she was a stay-at-home mom, so she canned everything you could think of.
Right. I also have 5 acres,
Oh,
and
cool.
and we have a monstrous garden, and we put up a lot of food.
Well, this year I plan to do a little bit more of container gardening,
Cool.
uh, because we were always growing tomatoes and hot peppers and some nice chilies, and I always plant 3 or 4 pumpkins so my grandkids can pick the one they want for Halloween. But yeah, I grew up with my parents. They grew up in the Depression, so
Sure.
they really skimped on everything. They knew how to stretch a meal and when to buy, when to plant. We had almost, I think, at the last count, um, I think we had about 14 different fruit trees at the house. Well,
Awesome.
when I mean the house is at the ranch. Because my
Cherie
mom had,
says she's laying around getting ready to go night night.
uh-oh,
Well, we're on the West Coast. I think Cherie's at 3 in the morning right now.
oh yeah, she's East Coast. Yeah, I'm over here, probably about, well, you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
So we're in the valley.
Cherie, I am finding all sorts of goodies. in my scope there, I found this sticker coin, a couple of 40%ers. I found a magic coin. I have found a few DD or yeah, a couple DDOs, a few DDRs. So
Wow,
yeah, I'll put some up in the scope here in a second if you guys want to check it out.
sure do.
Pretty crazy.
Yes. The thing is, I've seen less people on. Maybe I just got a deal with StreamYards where I'm paying $8 a month for StreamYards.
Nice. That's cheap.
Yeah.
That seems more than reasonable.
Well, I was always using the 20 hours, and I exceeded a couple of times, and then for some reason I just didn't keep on it. The same time. I just got in when I could because everybody's on so many of the hours that I just couldn't find a slot. So I just come on when they're on.
Right.
So I figured, okay, I'm gonna get $8 a month. I pay for the full year. That way, I'll squeeze in an hour here and squeeze an hour there. But I'm gonna post every time I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna post it like a few hours before or the day before and say, hey guys, I'm gonna be on at 9 o'clock Pacific time or 8 o'clock. That's about what I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh, I can see that pretty plain.
Get a look at that.
What year is that one?
That's a 72 Denver.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty right in your face. So that's one of them. Let's see. This is another 72D. Why did I keep this one? Oh yeah,
You,
an OFG.
no FG, and I'm gonna say that's the other one.
Yeah.
It's faint, if that's just a shadow, but yeah, it looks
Well,
pretty
yeah, yeah,
empty.
it is faint. However, I'm using a pluggable scope. I don't even know what the micro or the magnification is, but
I have the same one you do. Yeah, I took mine off of the original suction cup stand, and I put
oh
it
yeah.
on a metal base one.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a more steadier. It goes higher, and it's adjustable.
Yeah, I was thinking about how I could rig this thing to some kind of a drill press, with the you drill the arm and it goes up and down.
I can send you a link later on. If you find it on Amazon. It's you can turn it around. It's got about a 8-inch height to it that you can roll it up and down,
Right,
and you can fit the USB camera inside of the holder and just turn the knobs so they'll tighten up on two sides of the microscope.
right. Sounds awesome.
A lot
That
of
would be
Michael Kill does it. He's the one that turned me onto it. Makes it a
nice.
lot easier. Nice.
I'm gonna adjust this real quick. Yeah, I still have it on the little bendy metal arm.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Whoa, there we go.
Actually, my dad was a mountain boy. He was raised in until he was 10 up in the Sierra Nevadas.
Wow. Get
My
a little of
grandfather
that.
was
Get a little of that notch in the top of the C.
how about the one that's on the eye?
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
Yeah, you know a lot of people say it's machine doubling. It's machine doubling. That doesn't look like machine doubling. Look at the M on that one.
Hmm. Well, and then I
Are
think,
any of the stars
yeah,
doubled?
absolutely they are. Look at the wing.
That specifically is good. Look at that second star right there. Whoa, whoa. Back down again near the A. There's a
Oh yeah.
split. There's a split right there. What condition do you think it is? You think it's AU50 or better?
I have no idea. This particular one, man, I'd say probably that's about right. All right, what do we have here? Oh, this is the 72 Philly. Did I keep this for doubling as well? No. Why do I have this?
Hey Silver, do you have any plastic flips?
Yeah.
You should write a little note, put it on the top flip, and then put this coin that you have here, and write down the item why you kept it.
Yep.
That way, if you find them, you can organize them.
100% plan to do that. 72. Okay, so 72 has a DDO. So did I keep this because of a DDO? Or did I just put this in the wrong stack? Well, let's look.
No, not on the D. Oh no, the we trust no. Look at the
Let's see.
two. Look at the two. Is there a split at the two at the bottom at the end?
It looks like that's a scratch
Oh, okay.
or a dent even. Huh.
Mm,
Why did I have this over here? There's got to be a reason.
well, it's not on the obverse. Check his chin and his eye. Nope.
All right, I'm
On
gonna
the
flip
other
it
one,
back over and see if there was something just on the other
the
side of the coin here or something.
obverse $half. Not there. No.
Nothing
Stars
but
okay.
I'm gonna flip it around real quick.
That E looks. Oh, that's a scratch.
Yeah.
You may have just
You
put it
got
to the
your
side.
average coin here, folks.
Hey, don't go bad. There's a lot of times I see something, and everybody goes, nope, 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 nope.
Okay, this one is 71D.
Something with a U. No, God, no. And wonder if Sherry's still there.
She might be still there, just crashed out.
Believe me, a few times I fell asleep on the stream.
Heck yeah. I think I may have even woke up a few times, like in the middle of a giveaway or something, and they're like, "Silver Leaf, quick answer."
Another 72. D. Okay. Go.
So wait,
Yeah.
72 might be the back. Yeah, that's right. So this one's got some doubling as well.
And on the I on the outside, left, top,
Yep.
outside the C.
Miss Far North Coins, good evening. It's only 11 o'clock where she is.
Yeah, they're behind us.
I think they're behind 1 hour in the old AK. Good evening, Miss Far North. How are you? Look at the stars.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that was
Actually, actually, I'm on the floor with my phone.
nice. Stretching out your back.
No, it's just that I've had a habit. My parents always had. I don't know if you're going to hear about this, but back in the '70s, a lot of parents put plastic on their
Oh,
sofas.
sure, sure.
That was my mom.
I see.
So all the kids had to watch TV on the floor.
Uh,
But I'm the only one that still kept that habit of watching TV on the floor. So
that's a great story. Miss Far North says, quiet evening here. Do you want it to remain that way, or would you like to jump in? Are you guys hunting something? What are you hunting? You guys are always hunting something. So
well,
yeah,
it goes by sometimes the time zone because a lot of the people in the east they're on by I don't know probably about 4 o'clock our time.
right.
I've been up. Oh shoot! When I was working, I'd be up until 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and I go to work at 7. Oh my god,
I
it
remember
was
some of
fun.
those late nights, man. Man, I had some late nights with Big Mill. Oh my gosh.
Oh, him and I had a riot one time. Him and I have the same personality sometimes when we talk about sports because I coach
Oh yeah.
baseball. So we get into it.
All right. Well, so I have. Oh wait, let's see here. Two, four, six. Okay, I'm exactly halfway through this box, and I got all these stacks of potential to hunt. Mr.
Now,
Far North Coins is back to work and the littles are with their aunt. Oh my gosh, it's just you.
why you
Nice.
guys, why you guys not here?
That's awesome. Just a good movie, something warm to drink, a nice cozy blanket, and hang out. Or rip through some coins with us if you like. I appreciate you saying hi, Miss Far North.
Oh,
Let's see. Yeah.
usually they're up around 1 o'clock on my time,
Oh
or
yeah.
our time, I should
I'm
say.
not
Not
surprised she's gonna get some rest. They go full steam. No rest for the wicked. Let's see. So our 71, we're gonna look for. Wait, that says quarters. What the hell? Wrong page. Here we go. What is going on here? I've suddenly forgot how to turn pages. Okay, 71D is a DDO, and that's it. Some of these half dollars, you get to look for 3 different things on one coin. All right, so DDO, here we go. DDO
on the team.
on the D. Yep, on the D. Negative on that one.
So you're more into coin roll hunting, or are you collecting varieties and errors of all different coins, or what?
I would say that I am definitely strictly into coin roll hunting, but I'm trying to refocus more on expanding what to do with all the coins I get instead of just ripping through the for silver and some of the more novice stuff.
Yeah,
Trying to step up my game a little bit here.
I've been collecting. Well, I was a Boy Scout, so I was trying to get my merit badge in coin collecting, but my dad
Oh wow,
started me out. My dad
really?
started me, yeah, and he started collecting coins with his dad. And my grandfather was born in 1888.
Wow. So do you have some coins from your grandpa?
Yes,
Uh,
I have a few silver coins that my mom still has at her house. I haven't brought them home yet. Um, and I supposedly supposed to have a Dos Pesos gold. Um, I can try to remember the date of it, but it was like 1910, something like that.
I see.
Yeah, he used to be a merchant. He used to have his own grocery store in his little town.
Wow. Where was this town?
It's called Chorincio, Michoacan.
Okay.
It's the state above Guadalajara.
Okay.
It's on the west coast. But my family's been in California since 1900.
I see. He was born in '88,
Hmm.
so he moved there when he was 12. Wow.
No, actually, the story goes that he walked from Mexico. It took him a year to get here.
No
Uh,
kidding.
yeah, he left in 1899, and he walked all the way through. And in those days, it was still like the Wild West because from what he tells, I never met him, but he'd always told my dad stories of my uncles and the stories I hear that he walked through Badlands and through
Oh yeah, it's
Caballeros
precisely
and
the Wild
Apache.
West at that time.
Yeah. Do you ever see that movie called The Searchers?
The Searchers. I have not.
It's about that era, about that time, between 1910 and 19, I would say 1924 there was a Mexican Revolution for the 14 years there, and he got caught up in it, and he was like a medical person, and the guy comes in and says, "If that colonel dies, you die," and puts a
Okay.
45 in his head. So we hear stories like that, but that was a long time ago. Um, but yeah, I used to go through. My grandpa, he used to bring me coins when he came and visit us. My mom's dad. That was pretty cool. Some of the stuff he brought over, because most of the stuff back in the 50s and 60s were all silver.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got quite a few silver ones too from my grandpa,
That's
on my dad's side.
that is fantastic.
But I collected everything. I've got everything from like $20 bills from the
Sure.
28 from 1928. Got Mexican paper. Very few of those because they didn't last very long. Um, but pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. I sort of collected everything because in those days I got a book of every denomination, and now I'm getting older ones. Now I've got a busted cap. I have Libertons. I have I got the V75 2020 World War II the next 75 privy coin. I'm gonna have
Wow.
that sent off. Yeah, it's one of 75,000, so I'm gonna have it sent off to um, have it graded.
Nice.
My
How
my
many
son.
how many graded coins are there for that coin? Are you sending it to PCGS?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna send it there, but I haven't seen the total population yet marked on there. But I'm gonna send it this week.
Sweet.
Yeah, my son-in-law got two.
Wow.
My daughter bought one, and then her boyfriend actually.
And
And
how many times have you had coins graded? Quite a few?
no, this will be my first one.
Oh, awesome. I'm super curious and interested to hear how it goes and what goes on. I've never done it before, but I have a few I'd like to get graded.
Yeah, there's quite a few videos that shows the process.
Oh, okay, like just you two?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
One of the guys is what's his name? Stacker. It's some international stacker.
Oh yeah, sure.
And yeah, and Numis is stacker. Look for one of them. Just look up the B75 PCGS sign up. The process is that you have to join PCGS first,
Right.
and then there's 4 pages to it. But if you do it electronically online, it's a lot easier.
Sure. And I also understand, well, I think I understand that you get there's a price break of quantity being graded.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what type of
And
coin
sometimes
clubs exist.
they have sales where they'll say send in X amount of coins by a certain date, and then you can get up to, I think, up to 30.
Wow.
And there's also bulk submission too. There's another term that I've heard them use.
Well, I mean, I wonder if there's coin clubs and you can piggyback coin orders. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
you can. Yeah, if you have a coin dealer that will sponsor you, yep.
Because that'd be kind of a cool way to go.
One of my friends who does it weekly, um, he 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 goes through the coin dealer, and he does. I would say when he also sells them too, because he knows how to grade coins pretty well,
Okay.
and he makes a living out of it at about $2 grand a month.
Wow. Cool.
But he's been doing it for 50 years.
Um, yeah, 50 years of staring at coins.
Yeah,
That'll leave you with some knowledge.
yeah. The way I did it, well, I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I'm getting the hang of it. Is that I would get a coin, and I would get all the pennies let's say, or all the nickels or all the dimes, and I would move them to see if it was better than the last one or the last one better than the first one, and
I
then I
see.
would do them as a ladder, and then I would go to PCGS on the photo grade and then
I see.
compare it.
I see.
That way, if I saw, like, I've got almost 30 rolls I bought from a friend of mine. They're all BUs, and I practice with that, and I try to see which is the best coin out of that tube. And if I see no blemishes in the field, no scratches, no bag marks like that, then I move it up. If I
Sure.
see one, if I see one, I move it down.
I see.
And there's PCGS also has videos on how to run the grade.
That's a really good way to do it. I have a bicentennial quarter DDO FS 101 that my daughter and I found on her birthday.
Oh, cool.
And so that's one of the major ones I want to get graded.
I have 4 of them, Washington quarters silver, that I had put underneath my scope. And my friend who's got 50 years experience in grading coins, he said, "Are you going to submit those in?" And I said, "Well, I just bought them off a whim. I just bought them because I thought they were nice, and they were in an auction, so I bought all 4 of them: 54, 57, 56, and I think the last one was the 59, and
Yeah,
all silver, right?"
right.
He sees them. He says, "You know something? You better look at those again. Those look pretty good. I mean, and this one I didn't have a good camera, so." He said, I shot him some pictures. Said, definitely, you should send them in.
And so did
Those
you
are,
did you put those
I'm
in with your order?
not yet.
Yeah.
I'm not that confident yet. Now the Premium 75, I will, because that one hasn't been opened, and it came straight from the first day of issue. And one of my friends who got one said he came back with a proof 70 on his ASC.
Wow. Wow.
So it went from $500 up to, well, I've seen some online on eBay for $1,500.
Yeah. Heck yeah. And which one was that?
The ASC $1, the American Silver Eagle, the one with
Okay.
the pretty mark, the 75, end of
Yeah,
World
yeah,
War II.
yeah. Yeah. Speaking of
Did you
privy
get one?
marks, have you got any W quarters or found any?
I haven't since March, but I do have some W quarters.
The 2020s?
No, mostly the 2019.
19s. Awesome.
Have you found a lot of them?
I have not found a lot of them. I have found 6 or 8 of them. I just found them recently, just this last week.
Yeah, I'm a friend of mine. Well, I should say acquaintances, because a lot of people that I know have found them, or they're across the United States. Um, One guy's find them, and he goes to his bank, his credit bureau, or what do you call it, credit union.
Credit Union?
And he gets bags of coins. Instead of the credit union sending it out to have them wrapped, he comes and goes and buys a bag. He'll
Sure.
buy a He'll buy 500 of quarters. He'll buy 500 or 1,000 of dimes. Um, Pennies could be up to $75. He'll buy the whole 3 bags, because they have those coin counting machines, and he'll go through them.
That's
And
exactly what
then,
I
oh, do you?
do. Yep.
That's a nice W. The whole roll.
Yeah, this is a bank wrap from a circulated box.
Oh, so do you suspect that the whole roll is W?
No,
I didn't think
no,
so.
it's circulated.
Okay.
So that came with in the same box another W ender.
There's got to be more in there then.
So I searched the box. There was one other one loose from these two.
Uh-huh.
Out of 50 rolls, two W's made it onto enders in a circulated box. Crazy. So
It's like
these
telling
are,
you,
what was that?
it's like them telling you, pick me, pick me.
I know, right?
It jumped out there.
So those will never be opened by me.
You gonna
I'm
sell
gonna
them as a, you gonna sell them as a roll?
no. Well, they're worth more as a roll than they are
Right.
individually.
Right.
But no, I'll be giving those to my kids, and they, when they are old enough, can decide what they would like to do with them. They want to open them or sell them as the whole, or give them to their kids, whatever they want to do.
Yeah, I bought a typeset book for my two grandkids. So I've been collecting here and there. Some of those coins are kind of pricey, so I've been slowly collecting them. I figured I got, 5 or 6 years to collect them all.
Sure, it's fun. I'm also doing that for my daughters, my two kids. It's fun building the collections for them. My
Oh yeah.
my LCS has not one but two 1909 SVDBs in stock right now.
What condition are they in? Are they better than
XF.
extra fine?
They're in XF.
XF? So you're looking at about what, $700?
Yeah, they're 745, I think, priced at.
Yeah, that's about right. I went to a antique store. I had to stop by my lawyer's office because we had just finished doing our paperwork for, like the last will and testament and
Oh
the
yeah, sure.
medical directives, all that kind of stuff. Around the corner there was there was no parking in front of my lawyer's office, so I parked on the side and I saw this antique store and I said, "Oh, I'll go in there afterwards because I like old stuff." I walked in there and there was these two cabinets full of coins, roll coins, albums, boxes of coins.
No
Uh,
kidding.
yeah. So I walked in there and I said, do you mind if I look at one of those boxes? The long sleeve ones. And I looked in there and I found three 1922 no D's.
Mm, really?
Yep. I bought all three of them for $20.
What?
Yep.
Did they have some idea of what they have?
No, because the box was marked from 1909 to 1920, and
That's
the other
weird.
one box was marked 1920 to 1940.
Huh.
So I've been going there at least once a month, buy a few, so they won't catch on.
Sure. Good call. I like
Yeah,
that.
and they did have a 1909 there, but it was just Philadelphia.
Sure.
If it was a 1909 Philadelphia VDB, and then I'm sagging it. But most of the coins were like $1, $2, for the pennies.
Wow. Good deals.
Yeah. So I'm going there quietly, not showing too much off. I am going to offer to buy the first box because there's a lot of and I would say they're good to find to a few extra fine, but they're selling the Buffalo nickels for $5 each. And I'm going, that's a little pricey.
Yeah, that's
That's a
steep.
little that's a little high. And then they were selling the Buffalo nickels with no dates on it for $1, and it was in a cup. And so I started going through them, and I took the best ones and I paid like, for 20, I think I paid like $6 because he wouldn't budge any more lower than that. I said I'll take him anyway, just so that he think he made some money.
Sure.
Otherwise, if you lowball them all the time, they're not gonna like your responses.
That's true. That's
But I
true.
didn't. But I didn't know there was that much coins in there in an antique store. So I went to the second antique store. Same thing.
No
They
kidding.
had they had they had boxes of them. But I didn't. I never thought of going to an antique store and looking for coins in there. But they had. I bought an Indian head folder, and I think there was like 34 or 33 because I already filled it up already. And I didn't have all the key dates. Of course, they were all missing. But
Right.
I paid $25 for them.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's still a good deal.
yeah. So I buy small and slow.
Yeah, but correctly.
And be surprised. I went to a store in where Oceano is at?
What's it called?
Oceano.
I don't think so. No.
That's going like Avila Beach down south along
Okay.
Pacific Coast Highway.
Okay.
Anyway, I went to this one grocery store and it was kind of run down. It wasn't like a large chain or nothing like a Ralph's or like a Vaughn. But I stopped in and there was a kiosk where the lady was selling watches and camera protectors and all that kind of stuff. And I looked at one section of it and she had nothing but coins in there, dollars, Morgan's piece dollars, and they weren't. I wouldn't say they were worn out, but they weren't somewhere around probably good to extra fine. But she was selling them for like even the Kennedys. She was selling the Kennedys for $50 ones for $45 because they were a 64, silver.
Oh.
That's what I said. I said, "Do you realize that's a little?" And then she was selling at the time. I think melt was like $1.35 at that time, and she was selling them at $5 a head.
Oh wow.
And I said, "No, no, no, no." He said, "Oh no, they're just for display purposes." I said, "Yeah, right." What she was doing was whatever change she got out of the cashier's box at the grocery store, she'd pull it out. So she was getting for face value, a
Sure.
dime. But she had Buffalo nickels. She had a bunch of Roosevelt, bunch of quarters, mostly $50 and piece and Morgan dollars were in that case. There was some really good stuff there.
Man, what a racket for her.
Oh yeah, I can imagine what she's trying to charge.
I wonder how much. I wonder how many she sells.
Well, to the unsuspecting, probably not too much because even at $45, when you're not a collector, you would say that's a little high.
Yeah. Like no.
I'm plugging in because my phone's dying. How late do you stay up? Just
Oh,
waiting
I'm
for.
a late head. I usually go to bed
Yeah,
sometime around 1:30 to 2.
that's about my time. But I'm mostly reorganizing my coins. I went through my old stash. I had a stash in my closet that I hadn't seen since I moved out of my mom and dad's house back in the '70s,
Oh,
and I
awesome.
started going through them again. So I started going through them again. I found a lot of stuff I didn't know that was in there.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, there was. What's this? You still there? Yeah, there you are.
Yep, I can hear you. Sounded a little scratchy for a
Anybody else
second.
come in?
All right, nope, just us.
Oh,
Cherie Ward was here.
how
Oh,
many
you know
boxes?
that.
Yeah. and Miss Far North.
How many
I
what?
mean, I cannot. And Mrs. Far North.
All
You ever
right.
you ever talk to E Pluribus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Oh yeah.
character.
He is a character. I'm mod for him
Oh,
when I
but his
can.
coins are not
You still there?
here.
You said coins are what?
Coins are not my only hobby.
Yeah. What else do you do?
I restore cars and trucks.
Well,
Plus, I got my grandson. Well, I do astronomy. I have my own telescope. Um,
cool.
so you see, where I went to high school and private school, I went to private school. I give that heads up. But all my classes were not hands on. They were more, reading, memorizing. Um, it was read, wrote, and write.
Okay.
And when I got to high school, it got even worse because I was taking 7 classes and one of them was philosophy.
Okay.
And then when I got to college, I took one course of carpentry, just doing framing and how to put a
Yeah.
header up and how to frame a wall and, do access for electrical and water pipe and all that stuff. And I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Then I took welding. Then I took TV and repair when it used to be the old tubes type.
Sure.
So I got a lot of interests in a lot of different things. And then when being on a ranch, with cattle and, you had to work on the tractors and take care of animals, horses and pigs and cattle. Because my whole neighborhood around the ranch, they all had small places and they all helped each other out because we all shared our equipment because not everybody can buy a tractor.
Sure.
So we shared a lot, and so I learned to cut and weld with acetylene, and so I got a lot of interest. Now that I'm looking towards retirement,
Are you still teaching?
yeah, not so much in
Well,
contact with our students, but it's
sure.
yeah. I just got called again today, and I said nah. They wanted me to be there for 5 hours, and I said, how about if I do it from trade you for 8 at home? And they said nah. I said okay.
Are you subbing?
Yep.
Gotcha. How about I trade you for 8 from home? I like that answer.
Well, they're trying to. Well, I've been in this business for 20. This is my 22nd year. My first 20 years was working in the public with 200 kids, and I was a PE teacher and coaching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was taking care of my parents because my dad was 93 and my mom was at that time she was 87, and it got to be a lot, So I said, well, taking care of my parents or working full time, and then they couldn't afford, pay for a caregiver all day, for 24 hours that is.
Right.
So I had to bite the bullet.
Right. Yeah, that's a noble thing.
Well, my wife did it too because she lost her dad to cancer, and then her mother-in-law had open heart surgery, and she was on dialysis for 14 years, and so
Wow.
when she was going, I was coming, and when I was coming, she was going.
Right. That's tough.
Yeah, I'm surprised we lasted as long as we did, but we did.
Yeah, that's tough.
Ooh, that S, is that filled in S on the trust? Oh no, it's damage.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just shadow
Oh, okay.
and damage.
Well,
That's
I
a
was guessing one part.
double.
So how many boxes of $half do you get?
I have ordered currently for a week,
Hmm.
but I also picked up a bag of quarters and a bag of pennies on my last pickup, and hopefully they'll call me again for more quarters soon. So I got to get these $half hunted so I can keep the money circulating.
Right. I know how that goes. I think the most fun I had was when I was doing the dollar bills. I had
Oh,
I had 100 consecutive numbered bills in a stack,
whoa!
all consecutive, all brand new, all 2019. And which I didn't know at the time.
You
But
mean
somebody said,
like the whole, oh, it's $100 strap of
"Yep,
consecutive? Whoa! Okay.
yeah." You see, they had a machine at my Wells Fargo bank, and they said, Do you want? How do they say? Do you want machine wrapped or do you want bank wrapped? Didn't know the difference what the term was. I said, I'll take machine wrapped. Well, they gave me 100 bills, $1 and a bundle. So machine wrap means that the machine is loaded with brand new bills and is counted out and strapped.
Wow.
And then the bank strap means that they'll get $100 bills collected and they'll put them in 25, dollar bundle and put four
Right.
bundles together to make 100. Well, I asked them for the machine because I didn't know what that was, and I asked for it, and I said, "Oh, that's pretty cool." So I took them home, and I didn't see any errors. I didn't see any off centers. I didn't see any ladders, and I did the whole thing right. So I'm telling somebody I had already turned them back in because I didn't need to keep 100 with me, or I spent some of it.
Right.
And so one of the guys says, you could have put that on eBay. I said, "What do you mean?" Yeah, 100. No one gets 100 bills like that, brand new and crisp condition, all in consecutive numbers. Well, I didn't know then.
I didn't. I mean, what a thing! And so did you just turn them back into the bank?
Well, yeah, I spent some of it because I went to the store that day,
Oh,
and
sure.
and I don't, and carry $75 worth of ones in my wallet. It's like, psh,
Yeah.
it's like a little too thick, so I turned them in anyway to get
Just
to
a
get
little.
$80, $20 bills.
Right.
But the fun part sometimes is somebody told me to get a $2 bill, and use that at the stores.
Right.
One guy told me this is not real. They don't make $2 bills. I said, well, yeah, they do. I saw a video on one guy. Um, I didn't realize it at one point, but I looked at that it was nothing but gold coins, $20 gold pieces, and the guy was just showing them off, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. And at the end it says you can buy these at so and so place in San Francisco for the X amount of dollars. And I'm going, yeah, you're looking at $500,000 on the table.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pneumatic value, not face value, and not just the gold price.
Oh no, I see. Dang. And where did you see that? On a video?
Yeah, I saw that on a video.
Man, I really want this one to be a DDO, but I don't think it is.
On the 72D.
No, the 77. It's just in really good condition, so I was hoping it would be. Alas, it is not.
It's a little thing on the FG.
Yeah. So actually, I don't think I checked that other one for the no F, did I? It's there. It's there. All right, the 83P is a no FG also. And that's there. All right, last little pinch here of 89Ds, which is the RPM, which is really hard to see on this one, even if the coin was brand new. I'd be pretty lucky to find this one, I'm thinking.
What's the other one? 87?
Well, 87 is the NIFC.
You know who finds a lot of but he goes through a lot of boxes. Is Rob's finds treasure? Is it Rob's find or is it Rob finds treasure?
Rob finds treasure.
Yeah, he goes through a lot.
Yeah. He must hunt 10 boxes a week or more.
You're probably right about the more part because he's on there 3 times a week. I don't see where he finds the time. He works. He has the coin show, plus he has gardening.
He doesn't work, I don't think.
Oh, it doesn't work?
No, 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 no. I think all he does is YouTube, which
Must be
is
nice.
not to diminish that, but I don't think he has another job.
And then his wife works at her YouTube also.
Right. Oh,
You must
well,
have a comfy chair.
what's that?
I said you must have a comfy chair.
I don't actually.
You
I
know,
just have
my
I just have an unhealthy addiction to this.
yeah, it can be habit forming.
That's a good way to put it. That is a
I
good way
mean,
to put it.
my wife doesn't understand what how many boxes do I need to go through all the time.
All
And
of them.
one time I bought a box of each denomination, including a dollar bag.
Nice.
And she goes, "How much you pull out?" I go, well, "Don't worry, it's right here in front of you." And she goes, "Yeah, but," and she just couldn't get it through her head, you know. And then when I was keeping was about, I'd say between 10 and 17%.
Okay.
More like in upper 15, 10 or 6, no, 15, 16, 17%. But it was mostly finding, the dates that I needed. If it was silver, war nickels,
Sure.
mercury dimes, like that. So I was only keeping the bare essentials, things that I knew that I would keep in albums, and I knew they were worth something. Or if I found a DDO or DDR, and she goes, "Yeah, that's keeping." Right now I've got like 16 boxes of nothing but pennies, nickels, quarters, and dimes,
Awesome.
and the dimes, quarters, and half dollars, those are all silver coins, so they're worth more than the face value.
Right.
And most of them are not any special date. Those are in my albums, in my folder. So those are separate. Those some of those I bought.
Yeah, a buddy of mine used to say it's impossible to lose money unless you lose the money.
Hey, Hoovy, come on up. Um, Silverleaf just invited you. Hoovy's been one of the people I've met from the very beginning when I started in what, October of 2018.
Yeah. Hoobie's definitely on the list of people I've interacted with very early on doing this.
The one person that I've even talked to until 7 in the morning, either on the phone or on StreamYards or on his OBS, is that man, we've been up late nights. Sometimes we'll start at 9 or 7 o'clock, and we don't finish until 6 or 7 the next morning. I would see the sun come up. I'm going, this is crazy. I can't be doing this all the time. But it was more just talking about coins, and
And
that's
who
it.
was it?
Rich Cali 21.
Oh, okay. Hoobie says, I love me some Hector.
What's that?
Hoover said, I love me some Hector. And I'm just,
You'll grow on her. You'll grow on her. See?
that's all right. That's all right with me. That's funny as hell.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I think
I
my
did stand
wife.
Hoover up on a nickel battle box, so
Oh, you did?
I
Oh.
did. It was a scheduling error on my fault. I made too many. I said yes to too many things, and yeah.
Mm. Well, we haven't done a battle, but we've talked a lot too on coins, and with her and Stern and Super Silverman, if I remember correctly, is his name, because I only know him by Stern now, and a few other people. Um, but that was a year and a half ago. But it was fun. It still is.
Hoovy said she had to stop. Do you mean hunting coins?
No, I think she meant stop like staying up late.
Oh, oh. Well, yeah. I mean, I would. Yepers. That's my problem. At least you know. What do you mean by that? But anyway, I used to stay. I used to stay up late for our time zone, and Hoove was still killing it.
Oh, I
Oh,
know. I
streaming
know.
like a maniac. Right, exactly. Dude, Hoover was just getting some on the YouTube streaming. She said I had to stop. I don't blame you. Take a break. It's all good.
Yeah, I was sleeping in the daytime because I stayed up so late.
Right. Well, it's a lot of fun to hang out with people that you're getting to know and and who are interested in something that you're interested in. It's fun.
Yeah, and the other thing too is that I would have never met people from all over the country. You know,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah,
you
it's
know,
a
I've met people from.
pretty small world with this device.
Yeah, I've met people from Czechoslovakia. I've met people from England, Germany, Spain,
I
Connecticut,
got you.
Canada.
I know it. International.
You standing me up is my problem. I'm working
She's working on it.
on. Oh, working on it.
She's she's making fun that that's the problem was me standing her up for nickel battle.
You know, I've never challenged her to nickel battle or anything, or I haven't challenged anybody yet. I
No,
did.
that was fun.
I almost did. I almost did it, but I got so into searching my penny bag. It was an all wheat set bag.
Oh wow,
Uh, yeah, 5,000.
awesome,
And I found two 1909 Philadelphias,
cool.
a bunch of tens, bunch of 20s, but mostly it was late 30s, 40s, and 50s. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start selling them off by. I was thinking of doing 1940 to 1949 P, D, and S, and it's only like 30 of them. So I'll probably start the next roll as 1950 to whatever it ends 55, and then the roll 55, and then go through 1945.
So where did you get a bag of Wheaties from?
Scent hoarder.
Oh, cool. Right on.
You know who else sells? But his are all circulated coin. Um, E pluribus.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. You would have
I,
smoked me v nickels and all. Buffalo. We were battling EP and Hoove and I. I think it was EP. I'm pretty sure it was EP. And she found a buffalo and it didn't really nobody really heard her say that she found it. So at the end of the whatever 10 rolls we open and then stop and tally the points,
uh-huh.
she slides forward this buffalo and me and EP were like, wait, what? Where did that come
Oh,
from? And she's like, what do you mean? I said it, but you guys weren't listening or whatever. And we were like, whoa, hold on. And she's like, well, maybe I didn't say it very loud. Anyway, so we made the joke that actually from then on, every time anybody found a buffalo, we would whisper it.
no. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hoovy says, so plan is in Ohio. You guys must come.
So I'm assuming the plan is there a coin show there or something? And
I think that's what she meant.
Ohio is like the death zone right now for coronavirus. So hopefully it's happening much later in the year.
Yeah, I was supposed to go this year to as a matter of fact, Sandhorter was telling me he'd pick me up at the airport from California to fly into the closest airport to there and um, next year for Sharonsville show in July.
In July, I see.
Well, if the COVID thing is down and we get the shot, I might consider it.
Sure would be cool to go and just mingle as the way people used to, face to face.
Well, you know something, I got to make a comment there because when the kids were on their phones and they weren't visiting their friends, that made the news last summer because we had a lot of kids that weren't socializing. They were being more to themselves. They were communicating through their phones. They never talked on the phone. They text their people on their phones.
Sure,
And I remember the news reports saying, "Hey, this is really going to hurt them." Now that we're in COVID crisis, no one is visiting, and now they're in deeper trouble.
sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're a herd species. Being isolated from each other is not something that humans, you know, process very well.
Well,
We do.
how about me? I'm a more of a team sports person. I'm always,
Sure,
organizing. You know,
more to the point, exactly.
yeah,
Yep, it's tough on the psyche.
yeah. And then my wife just retired from the prison here in California.
Oh wow.
Um, and then my niece, she's a doctor of psychology at one of the prisons, and we just got word today that she got uh, diagnosed with COVID.
Okay. Oh really?
Yeah, because she works with the mentally ill patients. She's a
Sure.
psychologist. Khan and the Brain came by my house, and I followed in the
In the
car
car
to that
that
Friday.
Friday.
I think it'd be smart to take out Thursday and stay through Sunday next time.
Oh, I see. Wow.
Well, for me, it would be Thursday through Monday. That would be good. I mean, I know Big T and Charles Kelly and Jeff and Hoover and who else? There must have been about 15 or 20 people. Like David Malone was there, Coin Up was there. And I got to stream with them too because they were all after the coin show. They were all outside of their rooms,
Right.
and the brain is the wife. When I heard, all of us agreed we wanted more time.
Sure.
Well, it wouldn't be bad to meet everybody at one place.
True.
Yeah, Sherry Ward's there. Yeah, Peggy, Jeep and John. Yeah, Trapper Man was there.
Wow. Yeah. Good bunch of folks to hang around a week, you know? I bet it was fun. I bet.
I mean, probably just being at first would probably be awkward. Once you get into the rhythm of seeing everybody and talking to everybody, probably be really cool. That's my son's cat.
What was that?
Oh, my cat over here is trying to get my attention.
Oh, nice. I have
No,
five cats.
yeah, I'm not crazy about cats.
I didn't used to be crazy about cats, and I don't know what has
Mhm.
changed in my life, but with the farm going on, there's a lot more rodents, so we've increased the cat population, and suddenly I'm a cat guy. All of a sudden, I don't know.
That reminds me, though, I saw a video of well, actually, I saw several videos of different guys. One guy was using minks in order to catch
Oh wow,
muskrats and large rats, not
wow,
mice, but rats.
no kidding.
And
Is this
yeah,
like a
he would use
you watch this on
hunting.
YouTube?
Yeah, his
Okay.
name is the Mink Man,
Dang, and he hunts with a mink.
muskrat. Yeah, with a
Wow,
mink. Yeah,
fantastic.
and the other one I saw where a guy used air rifles with point 177 caliber pellets,
Yeah.
and he would use infrared light or those night vision goggles, or he would use a light would reflect, so the red of the eyes would shine back and it'd shoot him.
Okay.
You know, and he would do that mostly at dairies because dairies got a lot of grain and a lot of feed
Oh
around.
yeah, dairies have a lot of rats.
Right. So he'll pick up 100, a night, 200.
Wow. Wow. My best buddy um worked on a few dairies down in Brentwood.
Uh huh.
Um and yeah, that was part of the sport was weekends or after work, go sit up on the hill and pick them off with 22s.
Wow, 22. No, that's a little bit big for a rat.
Yeah, they just blow the shit out of them, and then I guess they have what he would refer to as dairy dogs.
Uh huh.
So just tons of dogs, not really housebroken at all, wildish if that's something that could possibly exist.
A
You
rat
know,
dog.
yeah, ranch dogs. And so
Mhm.
they'd shoot them, and then the dogs would all chase, run over and tear, eat it and tear it apart.
That reminds me. I saw another video where the guy was using rat terriers, little Russell terriers.
Yeah.
They would dig up where they'd have stacks of hay that had fallen apart or had been packed down, and they would be underneath it, and they would dig it up, and all of a sudden see all these rats coming from their dens or their
Wow.
pathways, and the dogs would chase them and kill them by shaking them and biting through their heads or whatever.
Huh.
Hoobie says he'll be right back.
Yeah.
E messed with Kittle Saturday afternoon online like kids with super chats at 264. LMAO.
Yeah. I don't understand the 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 relevance of the 264.
Yeah, me neither. Johnny Ray was there. Johnny Ray is a truck driver. He that man likes to buy silver.
Yep. I'm actually expecting a coin that I bought from him any day.
Really?
Yep.
You gonna do a mail call on it?
I should.
You should.
I really should. This coin's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Is it like a old coin, or is like
It's
really
a
like really fine?
it's a graded proof mercury dime.
Oh, geez. 1917?
No, no.
No.
Um, I forget what year it is, to be honest with you.
Hey, you got to do a video on it.
I'm gonna do a video on it, and I'm gonna get it regraded at PCGS. That's one of the coins I need to send in.
Yeah, look at that video. You know something? Later on, I'll maybe tomorrow I'll look up that video that shows the exact process for the
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
MS-75.
Regrading.
Yeah. But there's another guy, David Malone's coins for Help You.
Okay.
He does a real good one too, and that's PCGS.
Yeah, I just bought it from him a few days ago. I'm stoked on it. So basically, it's a top pop coin.
Wow.
There's nothing in PCGS graded for this coin in the MS 62 or 63.
Really?
Really. And
Wow.
so it's an annex case that it's in. And so during the auction, I was like, "Oh my god!" And it's he sold to me for the starting bid too. Nobody else bid on it.
Really? That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It was $90. It wasn't a fortune, but the first thing I was thinking is I'm going to have this thing graded by PCGS, and then he says, "Hey man, whoever buys this, if I were you, I'd have this thing graded by PCGS." And I was like, "Exactly."
Well, if you get anything higher than a 67, then you're looking at some bucks, guy.
Well, yeah, and it'll be God, I wanted to say it was 63. If it's
Uh-huh.
63 or higher, it will be the top population coin because there isn't one.
That's almost like my friend Rich Kelly who tells me about the 67 nickels
Okay,
with full steps.
sure.
There's no 66, 67s or anything above it.
Yeah.
And that's what he's searching for. That's what he's going through with nickels. Is full steps on a 67.
Okay.
And the most
Yeah,
thing,
because if he finds that coin,
it'll be the only one.
oh my gosh.
And he has a good eye for Morgans and half dollars.
Nice.
I don't have a really good LCS in this area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he has a bunch of coin supplies. He sells a lot of jewelry. He sells a lot of handbags, like Gucci and
Oh,
all those,
okay.
all
Interesting.
those. Yeah, and then he has one whole side of his jewelry cases filled with coins. But he's selling Morgans that are like MS-65s and are like $800, $900, 1,000, $2,000, and he has a lot of Morgans, a lot of peace dollars, a lot of high end sleeved bills. Like I don't know, it was just like unbelievable.
Wow.
I couldn't look at the cases because they're way out of my price range.
Sure.
And I mean, the cheapest thing he had there was 4 silver certificates for $8.
Huh.
That was the cheapest they had. But I mean, I've been to what do you call it, pawn shops, and they have a bunch of like Morgan, Silver Morgans, but they really don't have a lot of coins there. I went to one place called Dave's in Fresno, and he had one he had one section where he only had like 10 of them, and there were the price at that time was like I think $18 or $19 for silver melt. And I walked in there and I saw him and I tried to get his attention, but he was more interested in selling his chainsaws and his table saws and all that stuff with this one guy. And I tried to get his attention about these over here. He says, "I'll be with you. I'll be with you." He really didn't care
Right.
um, for me to, yeah, because he wasn't going to make much on it. If he
Right.
did, there's going to be $1 or two, in each coin. But I
Oh,
really was interested in getting them.
I can hear your cat.
Yeah, he's right next to me right now. He won't let me touch him, but he comes over to me. I don't know why.
Hoovy says Gucci. What?
Yeah,
Still, it's good to price check.
and Louis Vuitton and all those. My wife is into Coach and Gucci and all that. Still is a good price. Oh yeah, the price check. Yeah, on the coin or on the bags. If Hoovie's got the music loud, how can she?
Hear us?
Well, how would she hear us if she came on? If she had the music so loud, wonder what she's listening to. Because a lot of times she has that guy come over and do a um, I don't know. I would call it like a raid party or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Spinning records.
Yeah.
Coin dot duh.
Tory
Yeah,
Bro,
I
Burt,
was just
Tony
gonna
Burt,
say that. Who? She's
headphones.
obviously listening to headphones. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She said you're absolutely right. I'm gonna get some rest, y'all.
Yeah, me too. I was getting the cat's making me yawn over here too. He's yawning like crazy. Okay, Silverleaf, thank you for letting me come up. Everybody in chat.
Absolutely.
I think it was only Hoovy so far now.
Yep.
Okay, Hoovy. I'm
Good
gonna
night.
try I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna begin the process.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
Leaf. Thank you
Good
very
night,
much
guys.
for your time, sir.
Thanks for
Good night,
coming
sir.
up, man.
Hey, anytime. Thank you.